since you know everything, when was Nintendo created?
You don't actually know this one. September 23rd, 1889.
No, 1889.
In Kyoto. I swear. My father Jiro Yamauchi. And they started as a playing card company.
Toad, is that right?
The man speaks the truth.
1889.
Yeah, and they did like playing cards, like something like weird little characters on their cards, and then from there they eventually 100 years later, right, they went on to do video games.
Oh shit!
Fun fact: the creator of Nintendo actually had an adopted foster child, an Italian kid named Mario. And an old grandmother named Wario.
Welcome to Toad House, a podcast about nothing and everything. Wow, you do know everything.
What can I say?
You know, I do want to make, not a correction, but last week we were talking about the two Bidens, remember?
Yes.
I mean, because that's going all over the internet, right?
Oh, I'm still seeing it. Like,
But I saw a picture of him, and it's like his front view. And when you see him, one ear has like a lobe and the other one doesn't. So I'm thinking these people are getting different
sides of him.
Yeah. And thinking, you know, I don't know, they mirror it or whatever, thinking it's the left side or... Because that's what everybody's saying, right? Like, oh, look, and this...
yeah, because we're saying there's the two Bidens, and so one Biden is one side and one's the other, I guess. Or...
They're both dumbasses, though, right?
Both of them are fucking dumb.
Dumb and sleepy.
Man, I haven't seen so many Biden posts, like, about his... Especially about the way he talks, right? The way
Yeah,
he
he's a mess.
mumbles and...
He's a mess, huh?
It's weird, because I remember, like, Trump... Not that I was, like, a fan of Trump. Well, I was a fan of Trump comedy-wise.
When I first met you, you used to dress like him.
Even had the wig and the comb over. And
They'd be like, hey, Xander, how are you doing? You're fired.
China.
Build a wall.
But, yeah, obviously, like... I guess I tend to lean on to the left, like politically wise, but you know, it just depends on the issue. I'm kind of right on some. Like I hate the poor, but yeah, I remember like not being a huge fan of Trump, like politics wise, but I was a huge fan of him, just comedy wise. He was great. Like he was fucking hilarious. Like if he's running again, I'm definitely voting for Trump just for the lulz. Man, he was great.
Oh man, always in the news, always doing something, huh?
Just always talking shit.
Banned from Twitter.
And now he's back.
You know, and I saw an interview when him and Hillary were debating, and she starts calling him out on his taxes. And the way he replies is fucking epic. He's like, yeah, I use the same tax loopholes that all the people that give you money use.
Oh, is it that one where he's like, and I know you're doing it illegally because I do the same shit? Like,
I don't know if he says illegally, but he starts calling out all of her, what do you call the people that give her money? There's a name for it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So, you know, all the companies that are backing her are giving her big time money, and, you know, I'm
lobbyists
sure.
And
lobbyists, yeah, exactly. All the lobbyists. And he's calling out all her lobbyists, like, yeah, I know these guys, you know, I'm part of that group. You know, they've just, you know, they're backing you up, but, you know, we're that same group and we do the same little loopholes. And once you get in office, they're going to have you by the balls since they gave you all this money. And, you know, it makes sense. Yeah,
I think that's the one I'm thinking of too. Yeah, he calls her out like that. And even during his debates, like, he wouldn't say like fact. He wouldn't talk about the government or tax. He would just talk shit to Hillary, and that was great.
Yeah, it was great.
I miss all the memes. Although Biden gives us good memes too, right?
Man, now I'm seeing all these memes where there's like that new chat bot, but it's like for voices. So I guess like they have like there's only like already all these celebrities and presidents, but they even have it like. So, like, say this podcast, right? I could go in and get all these clips of you talking, and I could just put it in.
Don't release our secrets, dude. No.
And it will, like, I don't know, it does something, but now I could type stuff in, and then it'll speak with Xander's voice.
Yeah,
like
I've seen a bunch with Biden.
Will it meow?
Better. I hope so. It's just me talking. Meow, 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 meow. No, but I've seen a bunch with Biden, and it's him like talking, and it's just like, "What's up, nigga? I'm smoking that hardcore dank 420. I fucked a prostitute." Like, whoa.
Yeah, the ones I've been seeing, it's always Biden, Obama, and Trump. They're always playing video games. And the last one I saw was like Minecraft, and he was like, Biden, I saw you took my diamonds. He's like, how do you have that many diamonds out right away? Are you cheating? And so I
that's
think
funny.
I'll slap you.
China.
I'll slap you around, Sleepy Joe. Don't talk about my name like that.
That's funny. Yeah, I've been seeing a bunch of those too. The deep fakes are getting really good. Like the AI.
Yeah, I see the one where they put Arnold Schwarzenegger in all these movies.
Oh, I love that guy. It's like two dudes that do it.
Oh yeah.
My favorite one is the one where it's Arnold, and then it's from what is it called? Brothers or twins? Twins.
Oh, he's playing both parts.
And it's Danny DeVito comes out, and he's also Arnold. Oh, it's so funny.
You know what happened? Julius. What? Were you allergic to something? No. Then why are these bumps all over your body? I mean, you're all swelled up. You look like you're ready to explode. Put the shirt.
Yeah, these guys are great. Even his Arnold, like, because that's the deep fake, but he's doing the voice. Now he's got a great Arnold impersonation.
Oh, it's not the computer doing the voice?
No, he's doing the voice.
Oh, okay.
But I know you like Noah was saying, you can do the voice.
yeah.
Like you can fake. Like I've seen a lot of like you're saying celebrity fakes where it sounds like it's them saying it.
So I'm waiting for them to make a Bruce Lee movie. Man, they'd make so much money with the Bruce Lee. You think or not?
Just use like another skinny Asian dude and just put his face and the fucking. Man, I'm sure at some point, because it's only been a few years and it's.
Yeah, that Arnold one
Man.
looks fucking crazy.
So I'm sure in 5-6 years they'll probably be able to make like a full movie and it looks real. So when that video of me comes out blowing that dude in the woods, just know it was deep faked. It wasn't me.
It'll all be good, real, but then when he laughs, it'll just be like the ja 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 ja. Yeah, the chatbots or whatever the voice always have like a hard time with the laughs. They can never get like a
Oh, do they? It's like a hard.
ha 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 ha.
Yeah, and like on the Mid Journey with the art ones, they have a hard time with hands. They don't understand fingers, especially when it shows somebody with like their fingers intertwined. You know, one hand will have like 8 fingers and the other one has like 7 fingers. But I mean, everything looks real, and people won't. You know, some people, unless you really look close, and you know, there's little things that you can find that trick the computer.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I made one the other day with I was showing my uncles, because their uncle was a famous painter, and I had shown them this, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna type in your uncle's name and see what comes out, and
Put in Uncle Ignacio, Black Cock.
so it put
I faked his voice.
it made a, oh, it's just a painting. It just showed a painting, and it didn't really look like his stuff, but it was a really nice painting.
It looked like a real painting.
Yeah, it was sick. It was like an old lady praying.
He's like, oh, how much, mijo? I'll buy it from you.
But yeah, the hands are all jacked.
Were they?
Yeah, the computer doesn't understand. So there's still ways to trick the computer, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's still building up, but oh man, the progress is crazy.
So they can't laugh, and it doesn't understand fingers.
The 2 most important parts of humanity. Right?
I remember on the last podcast, you guys were talking about something. You guys were talking about AI, but something about like love or like, or something. But I saw a recent YouTube video that there was this chatbot and it was AI, and these people they had like husbands and wives with this chatbot like for 5 years, and they would go home and like talk to it, and then they were even like sexually like abusing the chatbots. And I guess
Of course, right? And anytime I see some kind of like I sent one to the group chat. Remember, it was like an android, a dude. It's like a realistic dude.
And your first thought was, can I fuck it?
Come on, who's fucking that
Who's
thing?
fucking that?
Somebody fucked that thing already, right? He's been. What's the hole look like? Right? What's the hole at the bottom?
And yeah, I was showing screenshots, and yeah, these people would like type some shit, and then the bot just goes along with it.
Is there moisture in the mouth?
But yeah, so the company actually they stopped all the sexual behaviors on the bots. So then all these people, they're like, my husband doesn't talk to me anymore. They're like, I have no sense of purpose. Like, I woke up and I have no husband.
I don't feel beautiful anymore.
And then the company even had to put out like a thing like, hey, like the
Stop fucking our robots.
Stop fucking our
No,
toasters.
it was like a suicide hotline. Like, I guess all these people took it hard and
And was it the same voice as the husband, the chatbot? Henry, is that you?
I miss you.
Tell me how you're gonna eat my butt.
I just keep calling the company. How come my wife doesn't meow anymore? I can't stand this. Oh, fuck.
Man, I wish we had some kind of AI that could work here and do a lot better of a job than the one we've got.
Right?
What are you trying to say?
Fucking 1837 Mexican AI fucking sucks.
the iPhone 2.
Oh, even that's nicer, right?
My processor is faster.
Yeah, but just speaking about the whole Biden thing, that just shows you how conspiracies take off, and I mean, I don't know if that, to me that seemed like that's the
Explanation.
explanation.
Yeah, it's like that. It always reminded me of like that game Telephone. When we were little
Oh yeah,
kids.
yeah.
And then you start off and you say like, I like chips, and at the end it's like, I fucked my mom. Like, what the fuck? Like, how did that fucking
There's always that one kid who, he hears
did
it,
it on
but he
purpose?
just says,
Piece of fucking shit. Yeah, that was me. No, but yeah, for sure. Like things get like if I tell you something and then you tell someone and they tell someone, and then by the time it gets to a big story, I'm sure it's way different.
Yeah, and it just keeps running off, and
And people, like you said, people add a little shit and they make up stuff. And
because there's even one on the football player that had the heart attack or whatever he had
oh, okay, from the Bills.
from the Bills. When he came out in the Super Bowl, people were saying like, "Oh, that's not him." I mean, he has dreadlocks,
He has 2 different earlobes.
right? He had so it's another guy with dreadlocks, big old shades, so you can't really see the guy. But then people were comparing them, and I mean, they did look different. But I mean, fuck, I don't know.
Like you're saying, like they both looked correct somehow. Like, wait a minute. It's kind of like
Throw him a ball, I throw him a ball, and he can't catch it.
No. It's like that. Fuck. What? I don't know what it's called. The theory where Paul McCartney? He died.
Yeah.
And they
man.
replaced him with another Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
oh yeah, there's a bunch of videos debunking the whole, or not debunking, but like
talking about that.
Yeah, talking.
Yeah, I remember seeing like that. The main evidence was that on the cover of Abbey Road, he's the only one without shoes.
Yeah,
Maybe
barefoot.
is it him?
And
He's
then
it?
even they're all like stepping with their left foot, and
Oh,
he
and
has
he's
like the
stepping
right
the other
foot
way?
or some shit.
And then is it Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts?
It's like a whole funeral, huh?
Yeah, it's like
And there's even like the priest over him. He's putting the hand. Oh, there's like a bunch of the violin.
There's a song too, and one of the songs they're yelling, "Paul is dead, Paul is dead."
Oh yes, I remember that. That Paul is
He
dead.
died in a car accident. We're fooling you guys. I don't know. No, but yeah, they say Paul's dead,
It's
and
an AI voice of Paul McCartney the whole time after he died.
Yeah, there's that song where it says Sergeant Pepper's, and then you play it backwards, and it says, "We are the devil. Paul is dead."
You play it back and it's like, "There's 2 Joe Biden." What
but
the fuck?
You'll understand that one in a couple of years.
Yeah, they say if you play back a couple of their old songs, you just hear faint meowing in the background.
Or you know what? I'm gonna do something. Every time Joe Biden does his gibberish, I'm gonna record him and play him backwards.
Oh man, has anyone done that yet?
He's probably gonna say, "There is 2 Paul McCartney."
Paul McCartney's alive.
And then
There is no Santa.
in that album, they're even naming somebody else in the Sgt. Pepper song, and they say that's the real guy's name, the impersonator.
Like the second Paul McCartney or whatever.
The second Paul McCartney, they give him homage, and I think they say his name. I'll look it up, or I'll try and figure it out. And there's something else on that one. Oh yeah, when Ringo died, Supposedly on his deathbed, he said it was true.
Damn. I've even heard this one's a little bit more ridiculous, but there's like this like I guess infamous story I've heard on the internet where some guy something where like he was transported to like an alternate reality for like a small time, and in that reality John Lennon was never killed and the Beatles never broke up. So they have one final album that they released. And
Under a different name?
No, under the Beatles, but it doesn't exist in our reality because they broke up and he died or whatever happened. But in the alternate reality he went to, there's one last album that like and like, you know, we always say like, oh, if you're on the alien's ship, steal a fork or something, but it only got like 2 prongs. Or he stole the album from this alien, or I forgot what it was, aliens or alternate reality, and he steals it, and it's on the internet. You can look it up, and it's supposed to be
The lost album.
the Beatles album from another reality, and it sounds like the Beatles. Like it sounds like them, their voices, and
Probably
they're
another
playing-
AI trick.
Yeah, probably maybe. But this was a while back, like in the early 2000s, I want to say. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe there are other realities where.
I think you're thinking of a movie. No,
They made it into a movie, right? Where they don't exist or something?
I think that one was they don't exist, and he was
the
from the
Reality where they
Where they do exist.
Oh, Backdoor Sluts 9. It's not Hot Tub Time Machine? Because
No,
he does something like
no,
that.
this
too,
one's like
right?
a total like all
It's
Beatles.
like a Beatle movie.
Yeah,
And the guy starts making up the songs, and he's coming up with all these hits, but he's just
making the Beatles songs.
Damn.
And no one knows who the Beatles are, so he's just profiting off their. I've never seen
he's
this
the
stuff.
Paul McCartney that died,
Oh,
got reincarnated on another planet.
damn. And that'd be cool to be able to do that, huh? Like to move to a reality where something doesn't exist and you just take it.
Oh, right.
Right, in this new reality, I'm the new Ron Jeremy, but with cats.
Yeah, this weekend, Noah, he got first place, expert division in his jiu-jitsu again.
I saw that. Congrats.
Congrats.
That was badass.
He's back.
Thank-
Trained in Austin for a little bit, right?
Making Toad proud.
Noah's so hot.
But you know what? As a kid, not that he's violent now, or he's always understood martial arts.
He was always choking the dog out.
No, he was always a good kid, except one time. They called me in middle school. I remember I was rushing to work that day, and they called me like, "Hey, your son was in a fight," and I'm like, "Noah?" And they're like, "Yeah." So I'm like, "Yeah, this kid doesn't fight," and like he's the nicest.
He's a pussy.
yeah,
He's
he's
not
a
gonna
fucking
Which
bitch.
kid called me gay?
So I go in, and sure enough, him and some kid are there, and the kid's all bleeding, and Noah's there crying, like all.
with the marks.
Yeah,
going
they
down
both
his-
they both had the marks, and he was all shaking, like he was.
He
talking.
said my dad was gay.
Yeah, he couldn't talk. He was all like hyperventilating. I'm like, calm down, Noah, calm down. What happened? And he's like, oh, we were eating food, and that kid said the rice sucks.
My dad made this rice.
So with that, we bring you Rice Talk.
Rice talk.
So this rice, where is it from?
I got it from Julio's Mexican Cafe in El Paso, Texas.
Nice.
Shout out to Julio's.
Smells pretty good.
Initial thoughts? Smells pretty good.
Yeah, it smells pretty good. Yeah, I like that last rice I had the corn, and this one has the peas and like the little mixed in.
That's
What
good.
is that? The red, the pepper,
Like the bell
or the
pepper?
tomato.
Or tomato. What do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Julio's.
Is it better than your Mimos?
I'd say it's a different category because it's hard to compare like a white rice to a Spanish rice. But this rice is pretty good.
Man, and growing up, I used to try and make this guy Spanish rice, and everybody tells me it's so simple, but I can't fucking make
Dude,
it.
I've been trying to make Spanish rice for like 10 years. I fuck it up every time. It's hard.
So I'm thinking the next rice talk, you'll make some and I'll make some, and we'll have it both.
We should. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Like when I make it, I like it, but
Because I make so much.
because I'm just so perfect. But it comes out when I do it. It comes out like clumpy.
Yeah, mine too. It doesn't fluff, and they just say, "Oh, if it's clumpy, just fluff it with a fork." I don't even know what that means.
Right? What? Or like they tell me not to mix it too much. Like if you mix it a lot, it becomes clumpy and kind of soft. So they say just put a little bit of water and let it.
Let it do its thing.
And then I do that, and then the bottom's all black and burnt. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, I know. I'd get off of school. He was like, "Oh, you hungry? What do you want?" I'm like, "Oh, just give me some rice." He's like, "We have rice at home." I'm like, I don't want that burnt, clumpy rice.
Oh, you know what? I actually already ate.
Oh, he'd have secret stashes of rice all over the house.
In his underwear drawer, he had more. Are you ricing again, Noah? No.
Let me see your fingers. Let me smell
Let
them.
me smell your mouth.
I found 2 grains of rice in the floor. Is this you?
Why do you have spoons underneath your pillow?
Why is this spoon hard?
Let me see your phone. Let me see your search history.
No, it's just pictures of rice.
Rice in bikinis. Rice bending over.
Rice from the top, rice from the back.
But overall,
It's really good. I do like it. I'd probably give it a 9.
Well, damn.
9 out of 10. Yeah, it's really good. I like it. And this rice is so good. I'd probably put in like, I could do like beans, rice, and a tortilla.
Oh man, that's good.
nice.
Little cheese on there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I know when I was staying with my girlfriend, her mom, because her mom lives here, and you know she lives in Austin. So when she drove over there to Austin, she takes her like 2 big bags of beans, 2 big bags of rice, and
You mean one big bag of rice? Because you ate one.
No, she only gave me one. I don't know.
she only gave me 1.
He's just eating it raw like chips.
Thought it was for the road. Oh man, and yeah, some meals I just had like bunch of rice, a little bit of beans, and tortilla, and all set. But
You guys-
what were you gonna say? Well, I was speaking about anime. I started rewatching Attack on Titan. I mean, I talked about it a little bit. But it's pretty good. I'm trying to get this guy to watch it, but
It's good.
Oh yeah, I remember watching the first season. And yeah, I never finished it, and then it was one of those where I think he took off without, because you know we'd always pick up shows and watch them together.
well,
and
yeah, we watched it together, and I never
He just keeps watching.
Well,
it.
no, I didn't.
just keeps watching it without me. Him and his rice.
I hate when people do that to me. Like, motherfucker,
No,
my rice isn't ready yet. Wait.
It's already still clumpy. No, I don't think. I remember we watched like the first season when it was on Netflix, and they only had like the first, and then they started dropping them. But yeah, after that, I never did it. And then in high school, one of my friends was like, "Dude, they're already on like the 3rd season. You gotta check it out." And
Which
it's
friend is this? That Joe Biden's son?
The Rice Man, the cook at the Julio's.
Oh, so that's why you like Rice Man. Dress up as Rice Man.
No,
It's
but
all
it's-
coming together.
So what? Attack on Titan? You said it's ending, right?
It is ending. Like the
Really?
yeah, it's only 4 seasons, and the 4th season is the final season.
Damn.
But they split it into 4 parts, and they release 1 part every year.
All these pieces of shit, right? Motherfucker.
Man, but it's so good. It's
You
like
just get 3 rice greens per serving. Like, bitch.
I do kind of like it though, cause I kind of like I can savor it, almost.
Ah.
Man, like the year before, like it was like so good, and I was like, damn, like I can't believe it's ending. And then I was like, damn, they still have like 2 more parts, and I was like, okay, I'm down. But the book's already finished, and I know you used to have one of the books,
Yeah, I have all the books.
and yeah, you had the book. It's like the episode after where I finished.
So you're
So it's
like,
like that.
oh fuck.
Well, no, it's the cliffhanger, and I remember I saw the book, and I was like, oh.
Should I just read it?
Well, I had no idea, so I was like, oh, like Attack on Titan, that's sick. I remember I opened it, and I was like, oh shit.
Porn.
Why are the pages sticky and stuck to each other? What the fuck?
No, but yeah, I remember looking at it, and then I was like, oh damn, and then I was like, wait, I haven't seen this yet. And then I was like, oh, like this is right after where I ended, and I closed it. I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
So that's why there's rice in my book. No, I recently started I mean, it's not anime per se, but I started reading a new manga. I don't know if there's an anime of it yet. But I started reading this one called I Think Our Son is Gay. Classic.
Did you leave it out and your parents saw it and they're like, we know, Xander, we know.
We've known. I was born with my thumb in my ass. And, we know.
It's a good manga.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
oh, so you actually bought it?
Yeah. I'll show it to you afterwards.
Is it superhero-ish or?
No, it's more like drama.
Oh, okay.
Like real life?
Yeah. I started reading that one and another one called the other one I had just started. Dick Fight Island. And it's like a bunch of they're fighting, but it's like innuendos where they're like, which guy has the hardest sword and who's gonna penetrate the best? These guys are ready to go and fired up, and it's just funny.
Oh yeah, sounds fun. I think you showed me the cover to it.
I did.
Right when it's.
I
Like
think
all,
yeah. Yeah, it's like a blue with the dude or the sword, giant dick fight.
A big sword and two big handles.
Just snow right there on the side.
And that rice was good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to Julio's.
Might have to go and get some food from there later.
Right.
I liked your reaction.
Man, but I'm trying to get this guy to watch that. Because I've been trying to tell him since like the last 2 parts.
Yeah, I'm
And
still
he-
on High School Musical.
Camp Rock. I'm still finishing Degrassi.
I've got Degrassi coming up. Oh, no, I'm still High School Musical. Then I got Degrassi. Then I've got going back to the original Saved by the Bells. And then
Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World.
Oh, and then Girl
Full
Meets
House.
World.
Fuller House.
Fuller House.
And then I'll go to
What is it called again?
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, every time I tell him, he's like, so there's how many seasons? Like,
Oh man, 4, dude.
4. Oh, that's
One
not that
Piece.
long.
One Piece has like 29 seasons. Like, oh my god. Like,
Both of my friends, one of them, he was already caught up, and he convinced my other friend, and he just caught up, and all they think
how do
it's
you
like,
catch up?
I'm sure you just binge it and binge
Like,
it.
fuck it. There's so much. It's hours. Like,
Yeah,
I tried. It's
I know
not time.
they'll watch it, and then maybe they'll go watch something else, and then they'll come back to it, and then. But they say it's the best anime they've ever watched.
A lot of people tell me that One Piece is the best anime ever.
And I'm sure.
Like,
You've already seen so many. You have to say
I've
that,
seen
right?
it. It's all right.
it's not as good as Boy Meets World, but you know, it's all right.
It's a rip-off. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of the people that like animes that I talk to always tell me that One Piece is the best.
Yeah.
And I've seen like the first season, and I did like it, but they're saying, "Oh, just keep watching it, dude. Like it's the greatest show ever. Made me cry. This, and that." I know Naruto's really good.
Oh, Naruto's super good.
Like it sounds all dumb because I remember like the kids in elementary or middle school wearing like the little fucking the headpiece. I forgot what they're called, and then like they would do like the Naruto run, and I was like, these are fucking
That's actually the
gay.
Sonic run.
right.
Oh, no, who
Fucking
did it
rip
first,
off
right?
artists.
I don't know, Sonic or Naruto run.
Well, I don't know. Nintendo did come out in 1889.
Right?
So
He used to run like that. When he was a little kid,
I
he would
did.
run like that.
You did?
I remember one of
So I
the
tripped him and he fell on his face.
one of the PE teachers. He asked me like, "Why do you run like that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it makes me faster." And he's like, "Oh."
It makes me faster.
Whatever, kid.
Right, that was always the most important thing in school. Like, oh, that's the fastest kid in
Oh, yeah, like-
elementary. Like, oh,
From
wow.
1st to 4th grade, that's what everyone went by. Who's the
Right,
fastest?
that's the kid who fucked the most. Like, oh, he's the fastest kid.
I heard he's fucking the teacher right now.
I remember being in school, and the fastest kid in school was this mixed kid named Walter.
Walter.
And I
Well,
remember
let me guess what he's mixed Japanese and
toaster. He's what we're all thinking. he's you don't need to guess.
Korean, Taiwanese.
Let's just say he was the only one in the class. No, but he was fast. I remember I thought I was fast, so I raced him once, and everybody was there like, "Oh,
They're racing
Sander and
after-
Walter are gonna race! Oh man!" And we start running, and he's beating me, but he trips. And
Oh.
he falls, hits his face on like one of the tires, like in the jungle gym or whatever the fuck. It scrapes his knee, and he's doing like the. And I just keep running like an asshole.
You didn't do the stop to pick him up.
Oh hell no! I ran.
And then you're like, look, guys, I won. And they're like, man, Walter fell, Xander. We don't
Tripped on
care.
his cock.
Oh yeah, I ran all the way to the end.
Some girls massaging his cock. We don't care about you, Xander. We just want to make.
No, was there feeding him rice? You okay? You okay? Shh. Well, yeah, I run all the way to the end of the blacktop or whatever, and then I run back. He's still there, and I'm just like. Yeah, then no, the next week, yeah, I beat Walter in a race. I'm the fastest kid in second grade. Yeah, so that's when we started dating.
Oh man, I was slow.
I remember I was pretty quick. I remember there was like this little fucking kid. His name was Dominic. And oh yeah,
It's probably
some-
juicing.
Right?
probably.
What's in that rice?
Some
Now the
juice.
rice seems fucked up.
Oh man, but yeah, that kid would always beat me, and I was like, but I made friends with him, so like, I'm friends with the fastest guy.
That's good enough.
He's first, I'm second. Like it's practically we're both first, kind of.
I'm not racist. My best friend's the fastest kid in class.
Yeah. So back to conspiracy talk. There's another conspiracy that's kind of. I mean, it's been a conspiracy amongst us hardcore conspiracy theorists,
The real ones.
the real ones.
The real
Pro-
thinkers.
Project Bluebeam. Have you heard of that one?
Project Blue Bean?
Bluebeam?
Beam.
Beam,
Oh.
yeah.
No, I haven't.
Should be Blue Bean, huh?
That's what I thought. That sounds interesting. She sounds hot. Blue Beam. No, what is that?
I'm gonna flick that bean.
So
Right
that's
on.
kind of like the. You seen The Watchmen? Have you read the Watchmen? Have you read it?
A little bit. I kind of know, but
Okay, yeah. So when
Not
you
too
read it, it's almost like I guess that's what Project Bluebeam is, where they're gonna fake an alien invasion to get everybody on the same page. You know, from different. You know, because I guess they figure if there's a threat outside of us, all the nations
come together.
Come together. And
it's
you know,
like
a lot
what's
of these.
what's happening right now.
It kind of is, right? If
That sounds wholesome. We're trying to get the whole family together.
no, but not in a wholesome way. More to control everybody. Not. But you know, I know. Yeah, different people always talk about that, and they've been talking about that for years. That was the next thing to come. But Corona kind of came before that, and there were people talking about viruses and you know some kind of.
Yeah, I think we mentioned right like that one video where that lady is like talking about what's gonna happen in the future, and it's like totally like what happens with COVID, but it was like 10 years ago or
Yeah,
something.
I even saw one recently where Woody Harrelson is talking about a movie. Have you seen it? He's talking about some movie script, and it's the exact same script as you know, just everything that just happened. But then, yeah, so this Project Bluebeam is, you know, they're going to fake some kind of alien invasion and a threat just to kind of get everybody on board. And now we've been seeing all these, well, they don't even say what they are. First they said they're weather balloons, but then now, like,
It's just UFOs, unidentified objects in the sky.
yeah, shooting them down and
So they've never been traced to like a certain country. I thought they were Chinese.
Well, that one weather balloon they say was Chinese, but there's other stuff that they don't know what it was, or like the one they shot over one of the Great Lakes. Like,
yeah, the one
they
over the
haven't said
Great.
what it is, right?
They said they gathered all the debris, but they don't want to release what it was.
They just found a bunch of oiled up toasters, you know?
That's always get rid of evidence.
It wasn't me.
And an empty thing of rice. Like, wait a minute. Why Blue Beam?
I don't know. Project Bluebeam. Yeah, I don't know why it's Bluebeam. I don't know if that's just something that sounds. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
You know, I've always been like, there's always those conspiracies like, oh, they're trying to make a new world order and it's evil and this and that. But I always thought that sounds like a good thing. Like, because politics is basically glorified gang warfare. Like, oh, you're not from my hood, you're from that other hood down the street. Fuck you. Same thing, like, oh, you're not from this country, you're from that country. So it's us versus you, us first. And it always just seemed, yeah, like glorified gangs. Like, I think it would be better if the whole world was one and we cared about and we tried to do everything for each other instead of being like, fuck you. But then I've also heard that people say, oh, well, then that opens up the door for like a super supreme dictator that takes over the whole world, or a one world government that's evil. But I don't know. It seems like we should be all together,
yeah,
right?
Well, I mean, I think the ones that are in control are all together. And I think they're giving, I think, you know, like the whole, like you're saying, left, right. I think that's just to keep people confused and people against each other and people thinking they have an option, thinking their vote counts. And like Trump was saying, all those lobbyists and him, you know, those are the people that matter, and those are the people that nobody really knows about, and they're the ones that make things happen.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, that's all behind the scenes. So yeah, I think this whole Project Bluebeam. I mean, just like I mean, I haven't, not that I believe it or nothing, but I'm just saying, you know, almost like this coronavirus. It put down a lot more regulations. It was a form of control through fear. And you still see it. I mean, man, he just competed in jiu-jitsu Saturday, and in the audience, I counted like 7 people still masked up, walking around masked up. And, I mean, people are still feeling threatened by that, or...
I still mask up.
Do you?
Because I'm stealing briskets, so I don't want them to see my face.
Yeah, we got to flip it on them, right?
Yeah, I use it to my advantage. Like, I'm out there stealing cars and...
That's not me.
Man, the other day I went to Walmart with him. Like the first time I've gone to Walmart with him, because I was in Austin for a while, and then I was like, are you gonna do it? Are you gonna steal Dad? The guy was like, oh, it's him.
They immediately recognized you.
They recognize me, yeah.
That's the guy. That's the guy from Toad House.
Hide the briskets.
Hide the briskets.
They were locked up.
Fucking dicks. Yeah, ever since the last time I got caught, too, I haven't gone back. Like, I'm a little like...
But we do have a new thing we're going to start. How many watermelons can you hold at Walmart? He held 3, I held 4, right?
Damn.
It's because I had a fucked up shoulder.
Yeah. Look,
I had 4, and I'm like, come on, pile another one. I could do it. And he didn't want to. He didn't want me to get to 5.
there's even one in his ass. Come on, pile it on.
He counts 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, nope, 5.
Just give him a little wink.
I go,
Now, see, the next challenge is who can, like, squeeze and fucking their grip strength breaks the watermelon. See, I can't do it with my arm, but with my ass cheeks and thighs,
oh yeah, with your thigh
you're not safe, dude. I'll fucking break your
No
head.
one's safe.
I'll crack that skull. I do Kegels just to make sure
I can only do it with the thighs if I'm wearing fishnets.
it gives you the extra drive you need.
The extra
grip.
strength. The grip.
But, you know, that there has been a lot of alien activity coming up, right? Or UFO.
Oh, okay. Because when you said alien, I was like, yeah, we should build that wall. But no, UFOs.
Right? They're all over, right? Like, yeah, I wonder how that's going to play out, or...
Yeah, like the last time I had that dream where I was flying through the air, I swore I saw a UFO in the sky. Saw Chinese characters on it. Wait a minute.
Is that when you woke up in your living room?
Oh, man. Maybe that's a conspiracy, too. Of being brainwashed by...
Right? Your Parents are secretly.
I'm a sleeper agent for the Russian military. Oh man, yeah. Speaking of that, I don't know if it was because of the last time we talked about the sleep stuff, but I'm like sleepwalking again.
Turn into
Well, we're-
Sleepy Joe, huh?
Sleepy Joe, yeah, we're talking about that. And yeah, I'll go to sleep in one room. You know, I have my phone, I have my drink, and I'm watching something, and I fall asleep. And I know I fell asleep there, and I wake up in a completely different room, like sitting on a chair. And I wake up, and I'm like,
Wake
super
up all
confused.
handcuffed.
There's just rice on my fucking face. No, yeah, I'll wake up like it's happened already like twice, maybe 3 times in the past 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll wake up in a random room. And I don't know how I got there. I don't remember anything. I know I went to sleep in another room, so I'll go lay down. But yeah, I guess I'm sleepwalking again. But
That's funny. Yeah, you should put like a bear trap to catch yourself or something. Right.
I've always wanted to record myself. Like, what do I do? I just wake up and I'm, oh no! Don't watch this! Don't watch it. You just see me walking into the elementary school. Yeah, it's weird. And
Because you even say you navigate and you close your door so your cats don't come out.
yeah, see, I have exactly. I have my cats in my room, and
When you see your mom, you tuck away your boner.
I cooking rice at 3 a.m. Yeah, so like I won't let them out. I'll close my door. I'll sit in the chair. Like
Yeah, you can navigate.
yeah, it's like I'm there, but I don't remember at all.
Sounds like Sleepy Joe.
No, that is interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. And then I remember my parents were always afraid that I would like walk out of the house.
And get hit by a car.
Exactly, or just blow some dude in the woods or something. But yeah, I've never left my house, but I've left like the rooms, and then I'm walking around, and yeah, it's weird. Because even when they say like they've talked to me, they're like, "Oh yeah, I thought you were awake. You got up and you ate some rice."
You
and,
told me
like,
you were going to give me $100.
you said.
And like your eyes are open or what?
Yeah, like I'll talk to my family, like, oh yeah, this and that, and they have no idea, but I'm not there. Like it's fucking weird.
Who is there? You should ask him, when I talk to you, do I have earlobes? Is Andrew with lobes or
And
no
you kept
lobes?
walking around, and I don't know. Now our toaster's missing.
Don't look at me.
Oh, maybe this guy's remote radio controlling you.
Ah, he's living vicariously through me.
When you go to sleep, he wakes up.
Yeah, it's super weird, and
High, drugs, alcohol, any of that involved?
I mean, I've been doing it since I was a kid. So
the
maybe
same
the
place.
heroin. But I have no idea. I think I would do it either way. I kind of think.
No, yeah, that's a good. Yeah, you've been doing it since you were a little kid, so.
I kind of think if I drink or do drugs, it kind of minimizes it. Because when I don't, I have like even crazier dreams and stuff. Maybe it just kind of like sedates me more or whatever. But yeah, I've had full episodes where they have no idea I'm asleep, and I'm like eyes open, walking, talking, having conversations, fucking toasters, and
Invite Noah, he could drop Legos all over your floor. You're gonna wake up and step on a Lego.
is there anything more painful than stepping on a leg?
You think that would wake you up, right?
Maybe.
You should. I would booby trap myself. But if you put the booby traps, would you avoid them?
It would be like one of the,
Right, I'm going around them.
it would be one of those like there's that huge pendulum and you like go like ride in between it.
There's a banana with a mouse trap, but you grab the banana fast.
There's lasers where you trip and fall and stumble off.
There's the trap door that I fall and I somehow beat the 3-headed beast.
With your double-headed dildo.
I just wake up with it in my mouth. Huh?
How'd that get out of my ass?
Yeah, because if your phone's record, I mean, I guess no, you can't record it, because you'll
Yeah, because it doesn't happen every day, so how I would have to leave like a
you would
camera.
need
That's
yes.
one of those hunting cameras, the ones that pick up when
Oh,
there's
yeah.
motion.
Like a motion
Motion,
camera.
yeah.
Ah, okay, there you go.
But I'm sure your cats would set it off. Too, but-
Your cat's humping your face.
It turns on and I'm just fucking the toaster.
Like a wild beast with the eyes glowing because it's
With the thriller eyes. Noah's in the background eating rice.
Right, you turn around, you're just going.
Is that Walter?
You're on the wall. You're on the wall, scratching your back.
Project Bluebeam. Right,
Project Blue Balls.
right, the CIA is trying to release Project Bluebeam, but you can't leave the house.
Oh, fuck.
We've got Xander. We've got him in the living room, but can't get him to open the door.
I'm gonna get assassinated one day because I know all the secrets. I'm like a sleeper agent.
A sleeper agent. No pun intended.
I wonder if maybe because you say you fall asleep with the TV on,
Sometimes.
and maybe somebody's saying your code word on the TV.
Oh, right? Oh.
Mashed potatoes.
Wake up. Must fuck toaster.
Must kill.
John Lennon.